What's the best way to pass the time at a boring desk job? You can only do this once in a while, but when you need a break for a bit you could use http net to throw up a fake update screen. That's an excuse to do some other stuff like be on your phone or whatever. Just seriously don't overdo it. Edit. This is my most upvoted comment ever now. RIP website. I'll add another one that is nice. Kotl. github.io/msoutlookit/ allows you to browse Reddit, but makes it look like some generic email service. Be careful with that as well though. This would be great, but I have dual monitors at my desk, and it only works on one monitor at a time. I could probably figure out a way to black out my other screen though. I used to write at work a lot. I'm already tired of it. I can see why you stopped. Read. I had a very boring job about 7 years ago, where I got my entire day's worth of work done in the first hour. So I downloaded the Kindle app for PC and read the entire Song of Ice and Fire series. Easy to click out of if someone comes up to you and doesn't really look like anything but a PDF of text. Use Alt plus Tab to change quickly to a new window. I always keep email or an Excel doc behind what I'm really doing, so I can switch back to that. Eavesdropping. See how far can you listen when you focus. I'm not sure it's the best way, but I open and close Reddit 87 times a day. Look at Reddit on phone. Lock phone. Try to go back to work. Open Reddit in browser. Close browser. Try to go back to work. Open Reddit on phone. You could start a romance with the office receptionist. That sounds like a great way to kill 9 years. I've never met anyone named 9 years. Please, tell me more. r/creed thoughts. Try to automate it. Try to automate someone else's job. Automate your boss job. You're the captain now. Audiobooks. There's a lot of them on YouTube. And your library. Find out what audiobook client your library is subscribed to. Most have Libby, others have RB Digital. There's this site GeoGuessr. It dumps you somewhere random in the world on Google Maps Street View and you want to guess where you are. You get more points the closer you guess. You can spend hours on that. 90% of the time it dumps you in the middle of ducking nowhere, so you have to drive along for a bit to even find a clue. GeoGuessr.com. I knew this game before, and I never once thought of driving along. I thought you just made pick, based on what it showed you, lol. But, I just jumped on, and it was a rural highway I've driven on 100x in Ohio. Nuts. Spilling your guts out on Reddit. I'm a software developer, but I'm pretty freshy to the industry, so my company doesn't throw me a whole lot of work just yet. I've been learning to do some graphic design stuff on the side with the software that comes on my work computer. Shit, I actually stayed like 2 hours late last night because I was too deep into the stuff I was making. Wow, Drew's working late again. Better not give him any additional work. Read a book. I realize you can't hold a physical book at work without getting noticed. I load my EPUB files into Google Books and use the web interface to read. I also use the virtual desktops in Windows 10 and a button my mouse I program to quickly switch between my work desktop and my goofing off desktop. It doesn't hurt that I'm in a private office, no one can see my monitor, and I'm double as the it guy, so I know no one is spying on me. Hey it, are you all actually spying on us? Or is management just trying to scare us? We've had times where we monitor an employee's PC, but only after we suspect something. We don't do it all the time. Your company may vary. Podcasts are a great way to pass the time, especially long episodes. Hardcore History is hands down the best. 3 to 6 hour podcasts about the most craziest brutal moments in history in intimate detail. Really gets into your head about just how crazy ducked up history really is. It's awesome. Yeah, I tried it once. Absolutely loved it. Any other podcast recommendations? I really enjoy The Dollop. 2 comedians. One is telling the other about American History Eater. If you're in it for history only it might get annoying as they make a lot of jokes and interrupt the story to do so at times. Depends. I'm basically at a desk job that is in the middle of a hardware store. My computer has no speakers, so videos are worthless. Finding interesting things to read on the internet is fun, or just finding funny subreddits or interesting things on here is about as good as it gets. I personally keep a coloring book on slow days. I drink a lot of water. I walk to the water cooler constantly and to the bathroom. Just as off the best part, it's good for you. I do this too, and take the long way. I go to another floor's bathroom, do a couple laps around the office. We're all in this together. Stare at the wall and think about all the places you went wrong in your life. Plug it all into Excel and find areas you can improve. I'm not allowed to have any electronic devices besides my work computer, which is carefully monitored. I work with sensitive data, so for a long time I've just been drawing in sketchbooks and on post-it notes when in bored at work. It's amazing how fast your art skills will improve when you draw every day. Reddit. I got good at my job and was lucky enough to have a wall behind my desk. So I just got 95% of my work done in the first hour and then browsed Reddit/watched YouTube whilst doing the last 5% over the course of the day when someone was nearby. I eventually realized I was wasting my life, quit my job, and moved to the other side of the planet to become an English teacher. FCK desk jobs. Damn, this hits hard on me right now. I've been thinking about trying to get a more adventurous profession. Some of the answers to this question make me realize that we probably have capacity to be producing 3x more as a planet than we currently are. But instead, Reddit. FCK, do you think I'm doing now? I'll learn to use Photoshop to pass the time. My go-to is either 2048 word searches or crossword puzzles. I was addicted to 2048 for a while. It's a great game. Learn to play D&D or any other pen and paper play. Think up campaigns for it. Draw maps. Invent enemies or NPCs. This can take ages. I've recently discovered map making sites. I'm in the process of mapping out the campaigns I've been making while filling my work time. I plan vacations. Read about places. Pick out accommodations. Research the transit options. It makes me happy. I did the exact same thing, learning VBA to develop reports, tracking, etc. I also spent my downtime coding a game in Excel where you control a highlighted cell moving around a spreadsheet full of data, shooting at other highlighted cells. Coding it looks like work, and playing it looks like work. Win-win. Man, I would kill for free time at work. So much shit I could accomplish. Duolingo, podcasts, Reddit, artistry. I would never run out of stuff to do. Yeah, you say that now. Being bored at work isn't what it seems. I feel like my brain is losing its ability to function at a high level a little more every day. I've been in a desk job for 3 years now that basically demands I sit and fill a chair and not much else. The first month was great. You're telling me I get paid good money to browse Reddit? Yes, please. After that I started to feel more empty and stupid. 3 years in, and I wonder if this is the culmination of my career, or if I can do/be better. Back to Reddit. One of the things I like to do sometimes when bored is Google bars and restaurants in other countries, look at their menus, and try to decide what I would get if I were going there. I find it to be a relaxing way to pass the time, and who knows, maybe one day I'll actually get to eat/drink at some of those places. Online classes or work-related certifications. I don't know. Put your co-worker's office supplies in Jello. Side note, I just started watching The Office for the first time a few days ago, and am averaging about 10 episodes a day. You guys really need to give it a shot, and make sure to hold it out through the first handful of weaker episodes. Work on your budget. Create a workout plan. Watch/read self-help books. Learn how to do a certain home repair from YouTube. Watch movies. Research. Duolingo.com/learn a language, learn Python, learn Python. org/or any programming language, Coursera, org/or other stuff, masterclass, masterclass. com/welcome or even more stuff, Skillshare. com/home, or even more stuff cheshes, com/play/computer learn chasitai youtube, com/user/ibl watch stuff read stuff write stuff kill stuff games. What I love doing recently is going on Google Maps and visiting foreign countries and continents via Google Street View or 360-degree pictures uploaded by users. It is really interesting if you find travelers that took several pictures of their trip and you can kinda come along. Super relaxing too. Do freelance work for another company and you'll get an extra income. Gotta be careful with this, but yeah. I build websites at work when I have free time for other people. Take Duolingo so you can tell your boss that you quit in Spanish.